Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Gophers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got a little space. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. I I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Hoover. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Going with the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Off play action. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fair catch, called for and made. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding you're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
High the change now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quarterback on the keeper. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
So now it's second and long. The give on the inside. Only a couple there, and now staring at third and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Play number 10 on this series. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off play action on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Taylor has it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
To throw, it's Hoover. He's got his man across the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's McAllister. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want to give up a cheap touchdown play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and Time update. The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Working on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually, you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, they'll do the rest.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the hole. Let's get the call. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Looking for a crease, it's Barnes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's Bailey. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give is to Taylor. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Sets up the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that's That's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Try and play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got
nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Minnesota has has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the shovel. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick completion to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that can do that, a quarterback that can extend plays. You don't get the loss, right? Like, he was sacked. He was dead to rights, but he breaks out of it and then doesn't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Just throws the football away and live to fight another play.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
But we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The play action fake. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
To the air, it's Hoover. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earned the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point in the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Turns it loose. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. On the run, it's Payne. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it.
That's another first down. TCU.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quick completion on the out. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on first down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Golden Gophers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking for the 2-point try. To the air, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.